Team Jackson, what's happening? I look at my comments every now and then, of course, and try to keep my ear to the streets, if you will. And I notice something, man. There's always one or two brothers that are in the comments. They're not hating, they're not trolling, they're not talking shit. They're saying like, D, I do what you recommend, I do what you advise me to do, but I still get played by women, or I've gotten played by girls. I've done all the right things and I still got my heart played on just like a lot of these women. And let me just speak to that real quick because I've been in that situation. I'm not immune to dealing with fuck girls who come and want to just play games and try to finesse everything. No, I'm not immune to that. I've been in that situation, but I'm going to break it down like somebody broke it down to me. Do not give up on finding a real woman. It's hard for real women to find a real man, and it's probably just as hard for us to find a real woman, at least one that, we feel like is the one we need to settle down with. Mainly because we've been taught a lot of the wrong things to look for. You just got to know what to look for. You just got to know how to recognize it whenever she comes. Like, we've been taught, like, the right one for us is going to roll our weed and play video games. The right one may not roll your weed, but she at least going to make sure that you got everything that you need taken care of before you smoke that weed or buy that weed, if weed is legal where you're at and if you're into that kind of thing. She may not be into video games, but she's going to make sure that you got everything taken care of. Like, her priorities are going to be in order, more so than her being able to roll or play Call of Duty with you. That may not be her thing. Another thing about a real woman, dog, like, she may not be easily impressed off top. Don't be intimidated by that. Long as she's appreciative. But I know a lot of us, man, we go all out, especially like when we like, oh, I'm ready to settle down. I'm ready for that real thing. We'll do the absolute most. We'll give our absolute best effort. And whenever she's less than impressed, we feel like, oh, okay, she don't appreciate me. Don't confuse that with not being appreciated. She's just not easily impressed. She may not be swooped off her feet the very first try. That just means that you try again. You know what I mean? If everything else is cool, that just means that you try again. Another thing about real women, sometimes they are introverts, which means the places that we normally go and we try to holler at a girl, she may not be there. Those bars, those clubs, those parties, those concerts, she may not be there. A lot of real women do not like being where a whole lot of people are. Don't let that deter you. Maybe you got to say hello to that store clerk or that girl that's in line checking out with her groceries. Maybe you got to help her put the groceries in a car or something. I don't know. But, think outside the box when it comes to where you look for these women, because they may not be in the places that you frequent all the time. Speaking of groceries, I know a lot of times we look for a woman that can cook. We want a woman that can burn. Hell, I ain't no different. I'm 260 pounds plus. Like, I love a woman that can cook just like the rest of y'all. But Miss Wright may not be able to cook, but she ain't gonna let you starve. If y'all into that whole traditional thing, and you bring home the bacon and all that, and she's supposed to be the one that cooks, she may not be Betty Crocker in the flesh, but she ain't gonna let you starve. You feel what I'm saying? You just got to know what to look for. She may not have been raised to know how to cook. Not all women were raised to know how to do that shit the same way. Not all men were raised to know how to change a flat tire and change oil and shit like that. But like I always say, you can't want a woman that knows how to cook and loves to cook if you ain't a man that loves to bring home groceries. Make sure you ain't in that situation. And the last thing is, we look for a woman that, man, like I'm talking about, she just got this bombshell body year round, never puts on any weight or, doesn't have any rolls or anything like that. I'm going to be the first to say, bro, you have every right to be attracted to the woman that you're going to spend the rest of your life with, the same way a woman does. I ain't here to shame you for wanting the woman that you're attracted to. But I will say this, just because she got a bomb body does not mean she's going to be able to please you when it comes to the bedroom. All right, we all grown. It's the same thing like with us. They always say the size of the wine don't mean it make magic or some shit. Basically, us having big dicks don't mean that we know how to use it right. It's about how you use it. Some of these women, they may not have the most perfect shape, but they know how to rock your world. And on top of that, if they loyal, it's all yours. At least while y'all together, you don't have to think about how you sharing it with somebody else, what it's coming home with. If it's all yours, bro, loyal vagina is way better than new vagina. Ask some people that done been through it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I just wanted to drop that encouragement on my fellas real quick, man. Don't give up on finding real women. You just got to know exactly what to look for so you can get yours. I'll let y'all later, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. Peace.